So, dude.
So, dude. This is Nerd Hub, and we got a special guest.
My name is Pablo. I'm long slung sober.
He sells drugs on Colfax. Yeah. You guys know Colfax is what we do. Anyway, this is Logan from whatever your channel's called now. You always
use like Bigger Raptor or like Game Muncher.
It's Game Muncher. Okay.
So he's not a movie critic, but we saw a movie together. We saw Suicide Squad.
Yay!
It made me want to kill myself. Puns.
Well, okay, there will be spoilers here, but we'll warn you beforehand. So, first off, do you guys agree with the Rotten Tomatoes score?
No.
Not let's start by saying this is a flawed movie, but an enjoyable flawed movie. It's not like okay, let's just say this is the same score as Green Lantern. That movie is actually a bad movie.
Yes.
This movie is just like, it has flaws, but you're gonna have fun watching it. Mm-hmm. Now I guess we start off with talking about the good things, I guess.
Okay. First off, Deadshot.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
Deadshot was
amazing.
He was like, he was cool, but he was also funny, and they're like that. There's once until the beginning when like he has the phone, and the guy's like, he's like, I don't see any money, and the guy's, I can't explain it, but and like he's cool in terms of action, but he's also funny. Like he's
basically a Will Smith character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other good characters.
Okay, these guys don't agree with me. At least, well, Thomas doesn't. But I enjoyed Killer Croc.
I
kind of didn't.
I didn't really.
He seems like I understand. Okay, so I understand they weren't going to make him huge because they're trying to go for a more realistic tone. But even then, I feel like his character wasn't as intimidating as he was in in some of the comics and in the Arkham games and stuff like that.
Well, that's because you're referring to the Arkham games and
still,
especially to the Arkham games where he's friggin' huge.
And even then, I like the way he acts is more like he doesn't make jokes. He's more, I don't know, but I didn't really like him. But Joker.
Oh God.
I don't know.
Well, okay. You just went into it, didn't you?
Yeah, we're gonna start with the controversial stuff up in here.
Oh God.
I have mixed feelings about him, honestly.
Me too.
I don't know if I like at least with Lex Luthor, when he's first seemed like he's bad. You can't at least with that you already know your opinions. with Joker, we saw so little of him that it's hard to make a decision about what. I guess you can't really judge until we see him in the Batman or in Justice League or wherever he's gonna be in next. But I don't know. If he's like this in whatever movie he's gonna be in next, I don't think I'm going to like him.
Yeah.
He seemed
different.
And his relationship with Harley Quinn was different than what it has been in the animated series and in the comics. Generally, he's supposed to be abusive. It's almost like Stockholm Syndrome, where he abuses her, but she loves him. She leaves, she comes back, and the cycle repeats. He actually seems to legitimately love her.
Yeah.
There's
a few cases.
There was a few cases where
you could tell he actually seems to legitimately love her.
Yeah.
There's spoilers. There's a strip club scene, sort of. I think that was a strip club.
It was some sort of club.
It was underground.
There was a pole and she was dancing on it.
Yeah.
But it seemed like he was I don't know. That was.
He's very protective of her.
Yeah.
Yes.
The guy is making fun of her or whatever, and he's like, "Oh yeah, no," and
then
Also, I didn't like Harley Quinn's voice.
Yes,
they went for the more Batman animated series voice, "Oh, Mr. J."
And
I don't know, that didn't seem... I don't know, I didn't like it, especially for the second half. You can tell she was trying as hard with the voice. And
because Margot Robbie, who plays Harley Quinn, is from Australia.
And so you can kind of tell at a certain point she stopped caring about actually doing a that didn't sound like an Australian accent anyway, but...
To me it sounded like a New York accent.
Yeah.
New York.
But she's from Australia though, so I don't know.
Actually it was more, Joyzy.
Yeah.
Let's talk about...
Speaking of Australians, we got Captain Boomerang.
He didn't really do much, did he?
He wasn't bad, but he wasn't necessarily a show stealer. He was just kind of there for some scenes. And
did more than Slipknot.
Spoilers right here and now.
Slipknot friggin' dies.
He literally dies right when the mission begins. Nothing. He doesn't even do anything. Yeah. He literally contributes nothing to the story. The whole reason he exists is just to show you that the bombs are legit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Captain Boomerang leads Slipknot to his death.
Yeah, he straight up murders him. That was interesting. And then it seems like in the beginning there's a lot of exposition and then a lot of music that would play.
Oh yeah, there's a 10-minute period which is exposition showing each character and what they can do.
The cool thing was Batman was there.
Oh yeah.
When Amanda Waller was like, I just sent it on to my friend in Gotham, and I was like, that's Batman. And here's Batman. And then Flash was there for 5 seconds.
Oh, by the way, spoilers.
Awesome.
Yeah, I said spoilers earlier.
Okay.
But that was freaking amazing.
It was that part where there was Flash was directed by Zack Snyder, but it was awesome, and it was barely there. He did literally nothing but just kind of captured Captain Boomerang. But
he said something. He said a few lines.
yeah, he's like a line, and that was it. But it was cool that he was. When we saw, we're like, that's Flash, and then there was a post credit. Well, not really like a mid credit scene.
Yeah.
With Bruce Wayne
And
Amanda Waller. Sorry, Logan is. Hey, shut up, shut it, mate. Sorry,
I'm putting you down. You friggin'.
we have a kitten. If you don't understand,
We have 4 of them.
Yeah.
almost 6, maybe.
In our lives, please. No, anyway.
Please kill us. End our misery.
If you hear meowing, it's probably the kitten being stupid. Anyway, yeah, there's Bruce Wayne, and he gives him hands over a book, and just like you can tell, like the Flash, and then Aquaman.
Arthur Curry and
No, I have a question. Since we're on like the subject of cameos, was Batman scary at all?
no.
David Ayer, I think that's what his name is.
Ayer.
He said his freezing scary. I think is what he said, and those exact words. And
Like it's supposed to be.
He looked regular to me, honestly.
Yeah.
what I thought it was gonna be like in the shadows, so you're gonna see like almost like a horror movie. Like I feel like maybe that wasn't some like stuff that was cut out because it's because it was cut out. Jared Leto said a lot of like literally if you took all the stuff, if you added all the Joker stuff that was cut out, you'd make your own Joker movie like that. That's so clearly some stuff was taken out. Whether or not it's gonna be Ultimate Edition, I'm really tired.
Is there even gonna be an Ultimate Edition?
I hope not. I don't know. Maybe because apparently there was a lot of stuff cut out, but yeah. So Batman wasn't scary, but he was cool, and he seemed the most comic actor. Like he didn't kill anybody, like Batman v Superman, where he was straight up slaughtering people. Like throws that like thing to the dude's face, and like the blood splashed along the wall, and that was not really Batman. He was cool, but it wasn't Batman. This is like almost animated series Batman. Like from what we saw, he didn't. I don't. Did he even say anything? Like he said like a line or something.
He said, "I don't want to do this in front of your."
Yeah. Spoilers, but we already said that, so we're fine. Yeah, he was there. Flash was there, and then there's a picture of Aquaman. So we got 3 of the members of the Justice League set up. What I do think they did better this time is the cameos of the heroes weren't stupid.
Yes.
I feel like the whole I feel like in Batman v Superman, what they should have done is had like that, like how it had a scene with introducing all the characters. That should have been like a post-credit scene or a mid-credit scene, like it was here. Like I feel like you saw Aquaman, but he wasn't shoved in your face. Him with the trident swimming like
he's like back and forth and then
so you know they exist in this universe and you know they're gonna be in a movie, but you don't like it doesn't feel tacked on like it did in Batman v Superman. So that was cool. And the tone seems. The tone is a lot lighter than it has been in the last 2 DCEU movies.
Yeah.
Man of Steel and Batman v Superman was like straight dark, very pretty much no humor. Except for the only time I can think of there was humor was in Batman v Superman was when Lois Lane goes to the bathroom. He's like, with balls like that, you need to be in this bathroom or whatever. But that's the only joke I can really think of.
Oh, and also, is she with you? I thought she was with you.
Humor, guys. Quote unquote,
humor.
And then Suicide Squad.
Again, it's not a comedy, but it has comedic parts.
Yes.
Especially Will Smith's Deadshot.
Pussy.
Yeah. Gonna be honest, until now, they say Harley Quinn says pussy 2 times. I was not aware you're allowed to say that in a PG-13 movie until now, and then she said pussy, and I was like, okay, you're allowed to do that. That's cool. And Deadshot's like, I will beat you up right now. I don't care, you're a girl. Yeah. So
what else?
Oh, people are saying that that the movie's editing is very choppy.
That is true.
I would have to agree.
Like when I first started watching, one of the first things I noticed was like the editing is so off. But after a while, you do get used to it after a while. But it doesn't change the fact that it's still a choppy editing that could have been done a lot better.
Well, I don't think it was like you getting used to it. It was it just got better.
Yeah. That just doesn't change the fact that in the beginning, especially, the editing was very, very like.
I know. I thought at the beginning it was gonna be like all dark and mysterious, and then it'd be like getting more lighter as the movie goes on. But it's just opposite.
And the villain. Okay, so sort of how the villain worked is that Rick Flag, who's like sort of like who works for the Suicide Squad, pretty much like he's like the military person. If anyone does anything, they die. Mm-hmm. He's like in charge, sort of. So he has a relationship with this chick whose name I can't remember. I don't know.
Well, it's Enchantress's host.
Yeah, it's like Enchantress finds her, or she finds Enchantress, Enchantress takes her over.
Yeah, was she like an archaeologist? And she
or something like that.
Or something.
It would have been kind of more sad if like they had to build up more tension between the two, so like you really cared for her. And then if she had actually died at the end, that would have been cool because she dies technically, and you're like, oh, she's dead, but you don't really care for her. And then she's not dead, and like she's not dead. Cool.
He's happy. Cool.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Yes.
And then the one thing I didn't like is when they could have easily killed Harley Quinn, and they didn't easily kill Harley Quinn just because they needed it. So what happened is that she decides to go with Joker, and she decides to completely ignore the mission. But Joker like hacked the bomb thing in her neck, so they couldn't detonate it, and they're like kill her. And she's just walking along the middle of
they
fire.
had a clear shot.
They could clearly bang.
Like it was like directly in the middle,
like in the line of fire. So if someone didn't kill her, she would have been caught in the crosshairs.
No, like literally, if Deadshot had just like peeked over, just pulled the trigger.
Remember Deadshot?
But like even then, Rick Flag was there. He had a gun. Bang.
Yeah,
done
he was holding like the AK. He was like,
what are you doing? You could kill her right now.
Like as she walked past him.
But but they need her for future movies, so she can't die.
Yeah. Katana was she was there to protect Rick Flag from.
She was cool, but she didn't really. Okay. She was like Wonder Woman in this movie. She was cool, but she wasn't like the 100% necessary.
Yeah.
But she was, but like
I can see where she was like within the movie.
She had very little character development.
It was just her husband's dead, and
like it was sort of like Wonder Woman, but Wonder Woman's getting her own movie.
And I don't think they're gonna make Katana like as a movie. Coming soon to theaters near you. And So yeah, I don't think. Do you guys think Katana will be in any more DC movies?
Probably not.
Probably not. I think she's one of the most pointless characters in the cinematic.
Unless they maybe make another Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
I
think they're working on her. Yeah. So if they do make Suicide Squad, I'll see it because this was an enjoyable. I dropped some. But yeah, I will definitely go see it because this was enjoyable. The action was fun. The
CGI was kind of iffy at some points, especially when what's the actress's name who plays Enchantress? Like Clara Delevingne. I can't pronounce something, but she's doing like a freaking belly dance.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's like that was weird.
I know.
And then,
quick question: have we gone into like any like really like character analysis of El Diablo?
Yeah.
No, we haven't.
Okay, spoilers, but we already talked about that. He dies, and he pretty much dies because pretty much the story is that he actually killed his he killed his family on accident with his fire powers or whatever, and so he doesn't like usually using his fire. Yeah. But then he says, "I'm going to protect my second family." Suicide Squad. It's like you barely
met them. Like you had a conversation in a bar, and that was it.
It's not like he had any like heartfelt moments with any of them or anything. Like a conversation in a bar isn't enough to get you attached to some people.
Yeah.
Like he literally sacrificed himself for them. Like I don't think if I had a conversation in the bar with some people I barely even know, I'm going to kill myself for them after that. Like that's.
Mm-hmm.
But I can say I was not expecting like El Diablo's like final moments of what he did.
Oh yeah, like
I was not expecting that.
Like a Pokemon, he has a final transformation.
You don't know.
Evolution.
Stop.
I'm a Pokemon noob.
So it looks like a Mayan Aztec god.
Yeah, like god
really
demon
like
thing.
Yeah,
I really like that.
And he's Mexican, so that word no. What was it? One point where the guy said something about him being Mexican. He was like. When he's
I know you're talking about.
Oh yeah, when he's in the little chamber, he's like drop that taco or something.
They say something about a taco or something like that.
Like yeah.
But so I was like, oh, blatant racism. That's nice. But yeah, El Diablo was kind of cool, I guess. Even though he didn't really do much in the first half, really, because he was like reluctant to fight.
Yeah.
And then Will Smith kind of drives more over the edge, and he burns and stuff.
Yeah, and then that's kind of
when he becomes a more important character. He's the most important character death only because there's two character deaths and one of them didn't even matter.
Yeah.
I think what was her name that played Amanda Waller?
I don't know,
but she did a good job making a character that you don't want to like. It's one of those characters that if you saw in real life, she's intimidating, sort of like. She shoots these people, and then Deathstroke's like, that's gangster or something.
Yeah, that was funny.
And then like she has the phone, and she could literally kill in all their lives if she wanted to, holding it right there. And they're like, okay, well, let's back off.
No, I thought this was kind of messed up, but like there are these. She has mug shots like on her phone. Like she could press on their mug shot, and they'll their heads will explode. But like when you see Slipknot's, it doesn't have a head.
Because you killed him.
I know, like, but it doesn't have to be that morbid. It could just have like an X across his mug shot, but no head.
To be honest, I thought Deadshot was going to shoot the phone to where and like break like the app to where they weren't under her power anymore. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it seems like he would have, because. But like, what if something went up and it somehow ended them dying, and then they?
Well, what I was thinking is if he like shot towards like Slipknot's picture, and then It wouldn't have detonated anyone.
Oh yeah, because he can easily aim like that.
Yeah.
It's demonstrated that in the movie. So yeah, I think I really liked Deadshot.
Yeah, Deadshot had a good.
Harley Quinn didn't seem to have she didn't have as big as role as I thought she was gonna have. Like I feel like Deadshot was more important than her. It seemed like when I first saw the movie, I thought she was gonna be like a driving. She was important, but she didn't seem as important.
But a lot of the shots did like focus around Harley Quinn. I
Yeah.
was seeing.
Yeah, and that was good. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. She was important.
Yeah.
So did you guys like Harley Quinn as a character? She was alright.
Yeah, I think she did a
Yeah.
decent job. I don't think she did an amazing job.
But she could have definitely done worse. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. That's why I always remind myself. The Croc, when they're trying to get him, they like shoot like the dart or something into his neck to kind of like tranquilize him. He has crocodile skin. That would not pierce his skin. He's not Harambe. He can't go down that easily.
Oh my god! You have to bring that up.
Savage.
But yeah, like it seems like they would have like gone a circle around to like overpower him. They would have like cut like his neck with a knife or something and stuck it in there. But no, he just straight up.
And then how strong were those tasers?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I feel like they made Killer Croc seem weaker than he really is because he was strong and it showed that, but then he's able to go down with like that didn't seem right. Like his skin is like hide, I guess you would say, was thicker than what they shouldn't have been able to do that. So I don't understand how that really worked.
What I would have done is, have them try multiple times.
As people die in the process because with Killer Croc you can pretty much rake them all in the butthole if you wanted to. Oh god! Every single time it always ends up on some type of dicks on this show.
What? It's your fault. I never bring it up.
I was like, oh, what does Killer Croc dick look like? And I'm like, great. I'm totally not gay.
or Joker's.
Oh yeah, Joker's my dick.
Oh god, that's great.
Yeah.
That's just great.
Is his pubes green?
Dude, that's not it. I don't.
He's a crocodile. He doesn't have hair.
I don't know why.
I'm talking about Joker.
Oh.
Why would Killer Croc
I'm
have
stupid. You
pubic
guys should
hairs?
know this.
I don't know why I don't know why I started this. But how like Harley Quinn keeps putting the shirt on like above the crotch area. It says like
Lucky
It says
you.
lucky you or something or like that. I think is what that said. Oh yeah, and at one part it does say they're going to this building and it says like Division of Wayne Enterprises or something.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I don't know.
I was gonna say, do we want to talk about the final scene?
End credit?
Not the end credit, but like the actual final scene of the movie itself, like with Joker and.
Oh yeah. Okay, so basically they go back to prison.
They're back in prison, but
They're back in Bel Air.
I think they have reduced sentences or something probably.
Yeah.
And then Bohemian Rhapsody's playing. All of a sudden, this is what's always better. Just cuts off, explosion.
A wall explodes, and then there's SWAT teams everywhere.
And
There's
then-
a SWAT team.
Yeah.
And then there's a SWAT team just breaking into Harley Quinn's cell. And then one of the guys on it says Joker on it. Takes out his mask, it's Joker, and it's like.
Yeah, it's like, let's go home, baby, or something.
Yeah, even though early in the movie his plane crashed, he should have died.
Yeah.
He didn't die, but he should have died.
But it was also very clear that he didn't die.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't, like, if they killed him, which they wouldn't, but if they did, they would at least be from being in a Batman movie. Like, they're not just gonna kill him off that easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if they killed off, like, Green Goblin or something in Civil War, which he wasn't there, but if he was, it's like if they had him there and killed him off before Spider-Man Homecoming, which he's not gonna be there. I don't know, that was a bad example, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you guys think this movie could save the DC universe?
No. Not by a long shot.
Not with the Rotten Tomatoes score it's getting, and like it's good, but even then it wasn't like amazing enough.
It doesn't deserve the score it has.
Yeah, it has the same score as Green Lantern. Green Lantern was actually a legitimately bad movie. Just because the movie has some criticism, like some stuff we can criticize on, doesn't mean it's a bad movie. It just means it could have been better. After seeing how the review scores really don't make sense for this movie, do you think there is a bias against DC for on Rotten Tomatoes? I don't know because
Like the Nolan.
Yeah, no trilogy. Like the lowest rated one Batman Begins has an 85, and 85. That's
really good.
Like two DC movies have gotten above 90. Those being The Dark Knight and Superman the movie. I did my research, and like I think there've been more that have gotten over a 90 on Marvel, but still like I don't know if I can really say there's a bias against DC.
But people right now are used to Marvel movies. The Marvel Cinematic Universe came first, and that's what they're used to seeing.
I don't think it's that necessarily there's a bias as much as it is they're used to the Marvel, because Marvel and DC, let's face it, they're two different. They're very different.
Yes.
DC's usually darker. Marvel's usually like lighter, and obviously Marvel has dark moments. DC has light moments, but they're usually on different ends of the spectrum, and their movies are in different styles and they're done differently, and so people are used to Marvel style of movies. So when DC comes along, they kind of aren't used to this style. So I guess they were just kind of like, oh, this is different than what we expected. No, we don't like this.
We don't like different.
Like, even though I think DC, I think the tone of this movie worked pretty well.
Yeah.
It wasn't like overly got Batman v Superman, where that movie was just so dark and.
Except at the beginning.
Okay. Is there really anything else to talk about?
End credit scene.
We talked about it. We did.
Oh, we did?
We slightly did.
Briefly.
Yeah.
So yeah, and well, me and Matt were kind of hoping for Deathstroke. Like, they could have fit Deathstroke in there too. Like, because at the end, Bruce Wayne walks down. It would have been cool if like, and then it, like pans to the top of a building and Deathstroke's like just standing there or something. I don't know why we don't Deathstroke, but Deathstroke's cool. I think Deathstroke would have been cool to have.
What I had hoped for is that like it went back down to the sewers and like the little like flame came up for like representing El Diablo was still alive.
Even though I don't know,
Even though
he died. But then again, Superman's.
Yeah, dead, quote unquote.
But I feel like Superman's death in the whole thing is premature. He was in one movie and then another movie, and he died in the second movie.
I want him to have a mullet when he returns, because he's gonna return.
Yeah.
What would you guys do if they didn't bring Superman back? Legit, what would you actually do?
Honestly, I wouldn't care.
Look, I was like, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, oh, well, they really did bring him back. This is actually legit character death.
Now, what if they killed off Batman?
Then I'd be pissed off.
No more DC for me. No, I don't know. But DC, he's like the only he's my favorite DC character. I don't even care as much about the other DC characters. Like, I'd rather Justice Comic just because Batman was in it and because I played the Injustice game and beat that. Like, that's the whole reason I beat out. So, final thoughts about the movie. A score. Logan, you use like an A, B, C, D, F
Yes.
score. Okay, let's get Logan's review first. I mean, Logan's like score.
I'm going to give it like a really low B minus.
Yeah, I think B minus is a good score.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we all agree B minus.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I don't think it deserves any of the like
no.
the bad
No,
reviews.
no.
I think Jeremy Dawes kind of praised it too highly, saying it worked bad on Blu-ray because it's like the second highest. Logan doesn't watch it, but it's like the second highest thing you can get it. Highest being Awesome Tacular, which he actually did get Arkham Origins. He gave Arkham Origins Awesome Tacular score, which I found funny because that game is very flawed. But anyway,
Just like Suicide Squad.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it had its like Suicide Squad had its flaws.
But it's like just like any movie has its flaws, but it doesn't mean it deserves a 24 just because it's. I have a feeling if DC came out first and people were used to that, and Marvel movies would be reviewing kind of lower. It's like it's not that there's a bias. It's that people are just used to one thing, and DC is different, and they're not used to how DC is. So
Just like in the 50s, they don't like change.
they don't like black people. I don't know why.
They just straight up
Stop.
said it.
Triggered.
So yeah.
B minus. I think it's a movie that you guys will enjoy if you see it, but don't expect like anything amazing. Like, it's not like some kind of amazing, deep, thought-provoking movie, but it is something you will enjoy seeing. The action, it's a good summer pop blockbuster with like, action-packed summer blockbuster that you will enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
So see it. I think is my review.
Hot K low buy.
Long silver.